Let me show you everything that's wrong with this VW Polo 2.1 GTI build. We need to replace this mirror because it's broken. It's just hanging on, but if I take it off, look at that. We also need to put on the wing cover over here. I haven't got a clue what's going on with the door handles, but we've got tie rack with some kind of bag, plastic bag that is, over here, tie rack over here again, and over here also. If you look at this door, it doesn't open from the outside handle. Coming to the boot, just look at what's going on there. Someone put a spoiler on but didn't take it off properly and it's broken. So we got fiberglass sticking on the boot and some kind of silicone as well. We're missing rear tailgate lights as well as the connectors on both of the sides. Missing the rear wiper as well as the boot strut. Also missing the rear wiper motor. We've changed the key ignition barrel so the key now operates. However, the boot lock or the door lock don't work with this key, so we need to change the locks. We need to upgrade this wing mirror with the indicators because the facelift wing does not have any indicators. We need a steering wheel airbag. We need a headlight switch. We need to secure the seats by putting on bolts. We also need the center console because it's missing. This Polo was heading to the scrapyard, but we saved it. We've done a full front end facelift conversion. We put a new slant panel, front bumper, wings, bonnet, headlights. We even gave it a new interior, front and rear seats. Obviously you can see they're not secured. They are still loose. We also hoovered the car from inside, give it a good clean, and it's beginning to look like a car. However, there's still a lot more to do. As you can see, the complete interior bits are missing, including the door cards, center console, airbag steering wheel, and we've also got the headlight switch which is faulty. Not to forget, both the rear lights are also missing. So the car is complete from the exterior but interior, and we've got small bits which are missing and it's still looking like a project or a scrap car. So today's episode we're going to change all that. As you can see from today's episode, we've got a lot of stuff we need to put on the car. We've got the rear lights with loom, we got both of the mirrors, we also have a door lock because we changed the ignition lock and the key is different from the door lock. We also got the boot lock with the mechanism. We got the rear wiper or rear wiper motor, the rear wiper with the tailgate looms, and we got the hardware to put everything on in today's episode. Today's episode, we're going to make this car look and feel like a car again. So the first thing I'm going to start with is the driver side lock. Now, I've got my locks over here. I've got one passenger side and one driver side. The only tools that I need are T20 and a plastic trim remover. So let's go ahead, open the door. First thing I need to do is remove this grommet over here. I should be able to take it out with my hand, to be honest with you. Yes. Now I've got a T20 over here which I need to unscrew like that. So I've got to make sure that I don't unscrew it totally. I just loosen it, and once it's nice and loose I can then go ahead and pull out my lock. Something like that. So I can get my trim remover tool and just wedge it in between the lock, and this should hopefully start coming out now. Yep, there you go. Something like that. And now I know why it's got so many scratches on this door. Someone's obviously attempted to take this off but was unsuccessful, but they have scratched the door quite a lot. Finally, it's come off, so now we can go ahead and remove this. So one lock out, change it with the new one so we can lock it with a key. So the only difference is the color coding from this to that, so we can remove the cover. Go ahead and remove this bit of the cover, and we can go ahead and remove this bit and place this one onto our new key lock, the barrel. Now we got the same color code, there you go, as a door. Now we can go ahead and insert this back. Something like that. Perfect. So everything is back on. Let's shut the door. Opens, closed, does it lock? Oh yes, look at that. Lock and open. Ooh. Lock, open. Yes, perfect. Okay, moving on to our next thing, boot struts. Because this boot, when we open it, it falls down. So we need to go ahead and put the boot struts. So when we go ahead and put the wiper motor and change the boot lock, the boot will hold open itself. Because at the moment, this is how we open the boot. We get our key lock, or the key, sorry, insert it in the boot lock cover like this. Turn the key barrel or ignition barrel this way. Insert the ignition barrel on the key, and then turn the ignition barrel left, and then you hear it and click, and then we grab it from there and open the boot. As you can see, I have to hold the boot open because there's no struts onto the boot, and the boot is filthy from inside, and we need to clean this up. But we need the boot to be open and kept open like this without holding it. And there you go, struts are on, boot's now open. I don't need to support it, it's supporting itself by the two struts. All we need to do is put the pins down on the strut, something like this, so it locks in position. This one's already locked. This one, get back in position. Maybe not, let's do this one. There you go, that's locked as well. Just look how much the boot opens on this. So the pins are now secured, and we can open and close our boot without having the hassle of weight, because the struts will take all the weight off the boot. Look at that. Now we can go ahead and change our boot lock so we can lock and secure the car with a key. Very typical, I've run into a bit of an issue, so I was trying to get my flat screwdriver to unhook this, because we need to unhook this from here. We've got T30, 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 and yep, look at that. So as I was unhooking this bit here, I put too much pressure this way, and look, I snapped off this ball joint, whatever you want to call it, ball that sits in this bit over here. And all I had to do was this, just open this flap or tab, and look, that then gets disconnected. Like that. You take this off, and this would have stayed on here, and I could have just changed it. But then again, you know what? I really don't need this. I'm going to exchange this anyways. I'm not sure why I'm worried about this. I can go ahead and remove and replace all this unit with the new one. So let's just go ahead and remove the 4 T30 screws all the way around. Okay, once we've done that, this should just pop right out. Something like this. Just realized I need to take this pin out before we do anything else. So let's go ahead and remove that pin. Oh, hey! No good. There you go. We removed that pin, and the lock just fell down, and this came in my hand. So I realized we don't need to take this bracket off. We can put the bracket back in. It's just that pin that's holding that lock. And just see how it fell off. So let's put this bracket back on. Actually, before we do that, we do need to change. Oh no, we can put the bracket back on. It's just that pin there, or the barrel over there, we need to change. Yep, I was right. So we can put the bracket back on. It's secure. Here's a new barrel. Insert this in like this. That's held in position, and then all we do is just clip this pin back in, and there you go. Now the barrel is secure, it's not going nowhere. We've also changed our boot lock barrel. The only thing we need to do now is obviously so we've got the new one in there already. The only thing we need to get is now either a new one of this, or somehow take that out. Next, I'm going to put the rear wiper and the wiper motor, but first of all I need to put this grommet in there because it's missing. Just look at that perfect fit. Now we can go ahead and put the wiper motor. There you go, and this is held by 3 10 mils. That should be easy enough, to be honest with you. So actually just slide in something like this. Having a slight issue because the rubber grommet is stuck. Okay, don't want to break the screen, but I'm going to put some force in there, I think. Okay, that's not going in. Do you know what? I thought I was just about to break the glass. I had a bit of crack, but I think this rubber seal wasn't sitting in properly, which I've pushed in now. And now, look at that. It is a perfect fit. Water sealed, whatever you want to call it. And just look the way that is fitting. What I need to do now is put the 10 mil nuts on. And then tighten it to its position. And then hopefully we got the boot complete. Just connect it all up and we're good to go. The last one should be like this one here. Okay, this connects over here, this connects over here, this one connects over here. I was just wondering, we're missing this, however, check this out. It was hidden. So this would go over here. That's everything connected now. We can put the boot back together and look how nice this looks. All we need to do is put the rear wiper on and we're done with the boot. Next comes this wing mirror. It's been bugging me, hanging down like that. So I've got one connector loom over here. I'll go ahead and do that. Followed by 2 T30s, one on the top, one on the bottom. Let's go ahead and remove this wing mirror and replace it with a decent one. And out comes, or off comes, the nasty wing mirror. Ugh. That is broken to pieces. Oh, scratching my car. Look at that. Okay, get rid of that. Yeah, I know car's a tip again, but I've noticed something. We've got 2 wing mirrors, both are facelift. However, just look at the color difference. One's in black and one's in grey or blue or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, let's put it on and then we'll have to paint this or change the cover later on. Also, there's some wiring issue going on here as well. If you look at this, that's your loom there. And someone's cut these 2 wires. And look at that. So I'm guessing maybe they're for the indicators. But we're going to have to look into the loom later on some point. Maybe in the next episode. But let's get the wing mirror on and see what happens. Yep, something like this. Finally, that's one wing mirror on as well. Let's connect the loom. That should just clip in over here into the module. Perfect. So now we just need to figure out to make sure that these are for the indicators and we can wire them up to the wiring loom indicator behind the wing. On to the next wing mirror now. You've seen the loom connector over here, or the cuts they've done. But check this one out. What's going on here? Just have a look at this. Got a plug over here. They've done a bod job and they've put another plug over here. I haven't got a clue what's going on. Again, they've only got 2 wires over here and the main one's this one here. So I'm going to be sorting this out. I'll cut the tie rack. Look into these wires over here. I think these again are for the indicators. Hopefully I'm right. Let's see how it goes. Okay, off comes the cover. Should just pull out. Just like that. Then again we got 2 T30s behind here. Let's go ahead and remove them. And then this wing mirror should come off just like that. Put both the connectors in and we can figure this out later on. So it's starting to look like a car now from the outside. We've got the mirrors in. on both sides. This one's black, that one's grey or blue. We need to change that one as well, or paint it at least. And it is looking decent. We got the boot on the struts, and we got the locks changed. We got the boot mechanism in, as well as the rear wiper motor and the wiper. Actually no, we haven't. We need to put the wiper in. Yeah, just look at that huge difference in color. I mean, I thought I wouldn't notice it, but obviously it's right in your eye. Next things that's going to make the car look complete from the back are the rear tailgate lights. So let's put these on and see how the car looks. All right, this should be relevantly easy. However, we're not going to connect everything yet because we still need to do the loom connections. So let's put that in there. Just want to see how it looks. Something like this. And the other one, again, push that in. Better not start the car because obviously you've got ground touching the positive. Something like this. Let's shut the boot and see how it looks. So it already feels like a car because the boot, we're not picking up 2 ton or weight. Oh yes. Now look at the huge transformation. Look how sick that looks. It's now looking like a car. I'm thinking, forget the LEDs, the OEM lights look so much better on this car. The stance, the looks. Comment below and let me know what you think. So we got quite a lot done today. We still do need to do the interior, but we're going to leave that for another episode because we're going to have to clean the interior up again. As you can see, it's dirty. Now, we have changed the locks. We got the wing mirrors changed. We have the mechanism. We got the boot lock, door lock. We got the rear lights on. We haven't achieved too much, but we have achieved a lot, if that makes sense. We can now lock the car and unlock the car. It looks more than half decent, and it's actually looking like a car as we speak. Guys, I think this is the end of today's episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we shall see you in the next one.